Good morning, students. Today we will start your new chapter, that is chapter 3 of class 11th biology, plant kingdom. In previous classes we have studied about the living organisms, and in next chapter, in chapter 2, we have studied about biological classification, in which we saw how five kingdom classification system was done by R.S. Whitaker. Then lineage classification system means two kingdom classification, on which basis they are divided in two different kingdoms. So here in this chapter we will study only about kingdom plantae, or only about plants. So how the different groups of plant are divided, and on what basis they are divided, what are the criteria behind it. Let's see how the classification of kingdom plantae was done. So this classification system was done in two types. One is artificial classification system and one is natural classification system. This type of classification system is done for angiosperms, or which are flower bearing plants. Before this, we will study algae, bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperms. So artificial classification system is done only its external characters. External characters means morphology, shape of the leaf, mode of reproduction, etc., etc. But in natural classification system, this is done both external and internal. External and internal classification system means morphologically they are divided into different groups, as well as anatomically means here we will divide the plants on the basis of the flower they bearing, the mode of reproduction, their cytology, embryology, phytochemistry, etc. are included. And this type of classification system was done by Hooker and Bentham. They are two scientists who divide, or who gave the natural classification system. So on what basis plant kingdom classified into different groups? So the criteria are phylogenetic classification system, numerical taxonomy, cytotaxonomy, chemotaxonomy. What do you mean by phylogenetic classification system? Phylogenetic classification system means classifying all the plants, as we are studying about plant kingdom. So here I am telling you plants. All the plants divided into different groups, different classes, are on the basis of their evolutionary relationship, how they evolve and when they evolve. Next is numerical taxonomy, which decided by its number, and it is stored in database in computer. So for the easy study or for easy classification, more than 1,000 species, lakh species are categorized on the basis of numerical taxonomy. Then cytotaxonomy is based on the number of chromosome, its behavior, its cell division. As we know, chromosome number vary from species to species. For example, maize plant contains 10 pair of chromosomes, whereas a fern contains more than 600 pair of chromosomes. So next is your cytotaxonomy, which gives the idea to classify the plants on the basis of their chemical constituent, means the plant or the part of the plant is made of which chemical constituent. So this is the criteria on which plant kingdom is divided into 5 groups. First algae, then your bryophytes, then pteridophytes, then gymnosperm, and angiosperm. Algae, bryophyte, pteridophyte, gymnosperm and angiosperm. These are the classification based on these criteria: phylogenetic classification, numerical taxonomy, cytotaxonomy, chemotaxonomy, and many more criteria are present, but we will consider these 4 criteria for dividing the plant kingdom. So today we will study about algae. So let's introduce you to algae. Algae are autotrophic organisms. Algae are autotrophic organisms. They bear thalloid. Thalloid means their body is not distinctly separated into leaf, stem or root. So when we studying about any group of organism or any division or any class, we have to study. For easy study, we can categorize or classify as their habit, then their habitat, then mode of reproduction, and economic importance. Economic importance. So first, habit, they are autotrophs and thallus bearing organisms. Next is habitat, means where they found. They are completely aquatic, maybe marine or maybe freshwater. So some of the species also grow in moist soil, on rock and on wood. Then the most important is mode of reproduction. How they reproduce? They reproduce by three different means. One is vegetative propagation, which is through fragmentation. Vegetative propagation takes place through fragmentation. You very familiar with fragmentation. And asexual reproduction is forming spore, for example zoospore. And zoospores have flagella and the motile structure, which is seen in Chlamydomonas. Like this is Chlamydomonas, and these are two flagella and it is motile. Next is sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction takes place by forming different type of gametes. When the two gametes are similar in size, then it is called isogamous. When the two gametes are dissimilar in size, then it is called anisogamous. And when the two gametes are, one is large like female gamete, large and static. Static means constant, and the male gamete is small and motile. Here this is called oogamous. So isogamous when the gametes are similar, anisogamous when the gametes are dissimilar, and oogamous when one gamete is large and one gamete is small and motile. So this is how reproduction takes place in algae. Next is economic importance. As we know, 50% of algae acquires the aquatic ecosystem, so they help in maintaining oxygen balance in the oceans or seas. And 70% of species of algae are used as food. 70% of algae are used as food. Some of them are Porphyra, Laminaria and Sargassum. Porphyra, Laminaria and Sargassum. These are the species which are used as food. So 70% of algae are used as food. Some of the species of algae have water holding capacity that are called hydrocolloids. Due to their water holding nature, they are used commercially for transportation of sea animals or seafood like your crab, prawn, lobster, etc. for transportation from one country to another country. This species of algae are used. Some species of algae are also used by the space travelers as food supplement because they contain protein. Some species of algae contain protein, and due to protein used by food as space travelers. As we know, space travelers take the tablets to control their need of food. So here some species of algae which contains protein are used by them. Next is some species of algae like agar. Agar is obtained from Gelidium and Gracilaria. Which help in the making of jellies and ice creams. And some of the species of algae are also used for biotechnological studies. So this is all about your introduction to algae.